Time to do some market mania with Juli Niemann, the Executive Vice President at Smith Moore. Good to see you there, Juli. And what are you telling your clients? I know people are probably calling you and saying, hey, what do I do with this market?
It's high anxiety time because everybody is worried that we're going to see another big plunge. The plunge that we haven't seen a plunge like this. 2020 is when the market first fell out, right completely out of bed, plunged all the way down, and then did the most spectacular turnaround, a vertical climb in the market going back to 2021. It's the steepest rise we've ever had in history. And of course, everybody was, don't worry, be happy, everything's going to be fine. Basic problems were still continuously there, though. And probably the biggest things happen to be speculation, huge speculation in the market. Right now, we have a tremendous amount of inflation, and that isn't just the situation with commodities and everything else that has been going up, in consumer price area, but it has been asset inflation. Stocks were hugely overinflated over the last 5-6 years. That's because money was so cheap. Corporations were buying back their own shares. They were basically getting out mergers and acquisitions, buying things that made no sense at all, mergers that were absolutely not accretive. So there was a lot of speculation going on in areas that weren't measured by the Federal Reserve. That's the kind of stuff that's being corrected now. It's very much like 2000, Y2K, when it was nothing but net. And all the internet stocks were the ones that were the hottest things going, and we had a huge crash in the market. It took 3 years to unwind. This is very much the same situation. We have much too much speculation in the market, and things are beginning to correct and basically come back down to reasonable levels again. It's going to take longer, and that's why everybody's so anxious. Is it over? Have we had the big correction here? It's only partially over because it takes a while for all of these stocks, all the asset prices to reset to a value level. And that's going to take probably another year.
What are some places to buy in the stock market?
This year is going to be seeing a lot of choppiness. So as Betty Davis said, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a rough ride in here. What the rough ride that we're looking at right now is going to be caused by a lot of market volatility. But here's the difference. For the last 7-8 years, there's been nothing to buy but stocks. In other words, bonds were totally speculative because they were priced next to nothing to even allow for inflation. But thanks to the Federal Reserve, concerns about inflation, interest rates are going up. And bonds actually have yield. We haven't seen that in years, literally years. So we're sounding like World War II here. I'm telling you, buy bonds. We finally have a reasonable alternative, whereas before the alternative was only in the stock market.
Always good to talk with you. Thank you, Juli.
You bet.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.